Hello and welcome to today's episode. We are here for episode number 7 of what is now called Bread Bowl. And we're going to get into why it's called Bread Bowl and not Spicy Weekend in a minute. But first, today's episode, according to my notes, is about Overwatch pops. I didn't know that until I started this recording. That's just a joke. So I know back last week, during episode, it's either 5 or 6, probably both of them. I said we're going to be building the Overwatch Lego Reinhardt, like we did last week, building the Lego Diva. But when I woke up this morning and decided today's the day to record at the time, Spicy Weekend, I wasn't really feeling building in Lego of the Overwatch character. That's not my favorite. So we pushed that back until next week. Next week we got some good episodes for you guys. But first, this week we've got to get through Overwatch pops and future things personally. And the time that I almost ended YouTube and just stopped doing it in general. So we'll talk about that next week. Assumably, we're going to build the Overwatch Lego Reinhardt. And then, this is the one that's going to be very spicy. Next week on episode number 10 on the 4th, I believe it is. Not the 4th, 3rd? The 3rd. I will have my predictions for the Super Bowl. So that would be exciting. So, and I'll talk about all my previous predictions. Today I'm wearing a different shirt in Spicy Weekend. Anybody notice that? First time. I mean, it's still twice related, but yeah. So, news this week. Well, there's 2 different things that are news this week. First, I want to talk about an event that I did last weekend, last Friday and Saturday. I went to an event at the casino, and it was a Red Sox event, which is baseball. So, one thing that I do want to say is, people might be like, oh, that's your favorite team, because we don't really talk about baseball on the channel. There's not really a reason to. We talk about football. And the other thing is I've always sort of worn LA hats. But that's because I liked LA, and I still do. So that's why I wore the Dodgers hats. But the Red Sox are actually my favorite baseball team. Which some people who watched back in like 2012, 2013 might know that. But I went to this event. It was like a winter weekend thing, which they've done for, this is the 5th year. And they just talk about, you know, the season, things like that. This year, obviously, winning the World Series helped. I'm sure some of the season where they didn't do as well were probably interesting. But, yeah, they had the World Series trophies there, which I try to pull up a picture on my iPad for you guys. And you guys can check that out on Instagram. So, what happened was, it was around, well, it was for Christmas, that my dad first gave my mom a thing that said, oh, we're going to this event. And then they were like, oh, we're going to this event. And I'm like, all right. And they didn't tell me I was going until Christmas, and I opened up a thing that said Red Sox Winter Weekend. So that was on the 17th, I believe. 18th and 19th. The 20th, they had an event, but it was like $40 breakfast, which we didn't go to. So we went to the event, and there was a lot of stuff to do. The first night, you kind of just go in, and they had like a big thing you could go to, and they recorded one of their shows for Nesson, like right there, talking to the players with some of the people in the crowd asking questions, so we got to watch that. And then we left, walked out into the whole thing where they had all the banners hanging up right from Fenway, because I could tell that they were. Because they were all dirty, so they obviously had been outside. And then from there, we went to just look around at other stuff. There was a little store set up there, which we bought a couple things at. My dad bought us things because it was the Christmas gift from him. So he bought a bunch of things for us there. And then, you know, there's just a couple things set up. We got to go look at a bunch of the different player awards they had set up. Whether it's batting awards or pitching or MVP, those awards were set up there. And then we get to the World Series trophies. That's kind of the first day. Wasn't really many people there. The second day was crazy because that was the main day. This was on Saturday. Everybody was there. Like, everybody that bought something was there. I'll get a picture on my iPad of everybody that was there. I got like a big crowd shot. So I'll show you guys that. And we went there, and it was just crowded. There was different things that had a radio show that was doing their radio stuff. They had Nessums doing one of their live broadcasts. There was batting things. Kids were like playing baseball. There was batting cages set up. There was, of course, they went over to buy season tickets. How that was set up. The store was set up a little bit better than the first day. You could go see the trophies and stuff still. And they were also giving out free things. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of the things from the event. And then I'll show you the pictures. So the first thing was the main thing that my dad bought for me. Which was what I got on Friday when we were there. Which was this hoodie. A lot of the stuff was discounted from the World Series. So I got this hoodie. Which says East and West. If you look at the T, it's Massachusetts. And the W, it's California. And it's got both the team's logos at the bottom. But this is just before like they won it. It doesn't say that they won or anything on it. But I got this. And the next day I bought a shirt myself that had that. So this was $25, originally from $80. The shirt I got was with that same logo, $5. And that was originally $40. My parents also got a couple shirts as well. But some of the free stuff we got, well actually one other thing we bought. This was from the 2013 World Series, but this is pretty cool, sort of discounted. So I think this was $2, something like that. We got these lanyards, which are also like the card holders, but I took that thing off. It just says World Series on it. I believe this is like $1 or $2. So a lot of stuff was discounted a lot. And then this is also the pass that you got that would get you into all the events. So I had this, and I had to wear that. And then it's got a Red Sox logo, and MasterCard was a sponsor of it. I believe if you pay with MasterCard and you buy the tickets, you can get like a special access line. But we don't have MasterCard, so that's a thing. Other free thing, well, then we go to the free things they were giving out, bobbleheads, all that stuff. I ended up getting one bobblehead. It's this, this one. It's one of the players. It's a Mookie Betts bobblehead. It's supposed to be like Splash, like he's jumping into water. This is pretty cool. This is the only one that I ended up getting of the players, but it was pretty cool. So got that. Then there was this Kimbrel Grow a Beard. It's like the what are the little things that you do? The plants that you like grow the face and the hair on them. They do all like the presidents, all that one. I don't remember what they're called. I knew what it was. I said it that day and I forgot. Oh, Chichia. Yeah, the Chichia pets or whatever they're called. And you like get the things. It's the one where you grow his beard. So that's pretty cool. They're still in the box. The other thing was these socks that say Red Sox on them. And it also says Hood Kids Nation. So these I found out were all things that were free at like the games because it says show these at the Red Sox team store, which is at the stadium. So these were giveaways at the games throughout the season. There's some other bobbleheads, but those are the ones that we ended up getting. Well, there's some other bobbleheads which we didn't get, but that was the stuff that we got. They also had free stickers, so there's a bunch of these around. You can see one on the thing back there. And there was also this, which just says Red Sox Nation. I got like 2 of these. So that was the event. It was pretty fun. I'll try to pull up the pictures here on the iPad for you as well. But yeah, there was just a lot of stuff that was there that it was cool to see. My favorite thing is probably seeing the trophies. Hopefully this will look nice. There you go. That's the trophies. Not the best picture you guys will ever see on YouTube, but at least I can show pictures now. In videos. Oh, I can make it. I can go like that. Okay, so that's that. This was a lot of the banners. I only took these because that's it. 2004, I was only 5, so I don't really remember that World Series. 2007, I was 8. I remember it a little bit. 2013, that was when I was 14. I do remember that one. I remember being excited about that. And then 2018, obviously, just happened. What other things were there? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good shot of a lot of the crowd that was there. And this is one of the things they had on the glass there on the wall. So it was this. So that was pretty fun. Also got some food when I was there. Let's take a look at the food. One night we went to like just something like one of the food courts real quick because I was just hungry. Didn't really feel, it was pretty hot the first day, and I had on sweatpants and jacket, which I got a story about that too. When we went in to go into the seats, they do like the scan like they do at the game. You walk through the security thing, and it went off when I had just sweatpants and my Soul Dynasty jacket. And for some reason, the guy was using his little stick after just to see like, oh, it went off. I had nothing. I just had my jacket on and sweatpants, and it kept going off like on the right side, like down by my hip area. It kept going off, and it was like, oh, is it your jacket? So I moved my jacket, and they're like, oh, lift up your shirt a little bit. So I did, and there was just nothing. And then the guy like took his hand, you know how they go like the back of their hand down. There was nothing. It was really weird. The thing was just going off. But yeah, it was hot that night. So I didn't really feel the best. So I got this food, which is apparently Asian chicken. They put soy sauce on chicken. It was Asian fried chicken, which is soy sauce on chicken. Then we got pizza the next day. And then after that we got dessert. We got brownie from someplace. Well, that's what I got, at least. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So that was the Red Sox Winter Weekend event. Now, that took 11 minutes. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh, the last thing, I got this hat as well. We went to Lids after, because my dad wanted to go to Under Armour to get gloves for the gym. So we walked through part of the other section, and he bought a different hat at the event. And I actually had a hat that I got the day before, which I'll show you guys. From my brother and his fiance, they got me a hat for Christmas, which it came in the day after Christmas, so I didn't get it until the other day. But here it is. Pretty cool. I intended to wear this in the video, and then I got this one. But I will wear that throughout some of the videos as well, coming up. So, we were going through the mall section, the outlets, whatever, and I asked my dad, I'm like, you going to Lids? He's like, no, I don't need anything. Because he said he wanted to go to Lids before, but he bought a different hat that said World Series on it, so he said no. And then as we walked close to Lids, the front shelf, that was like right by the door, the front rack there, it had the hat that he wanted on it. So he walked in and he's like, oh, this is the hat I want. And I put this one on, I was like, oh, do you want to get this one for me too? So he bought this hat for me, and they were each $10, originally like $35 or $40. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. Just to go in there and get a cheap hat. That was obviously expensive before. So, the other thing for Spicy Weekend news is the fact that this series is no longer called Spicy Weekend. So, as you guys know, by the title of this video, by the intro, Spicy Weekend was the series name from when I came up with the series idea back in like mid-December through launch in the beginning of January till last week's episode. And I woke up this morning and I'm like, I gotta record Spicy Weekend. I'm like, I was considering changing it to Bread Bowl. And the reason I changed it to Bread Bowl, and the reason I came up with that name, was back when we were doing streaming. When I was trying to get back into streaming. For that, that short-lived time. When I was getting back into streaming, temporarily. I was thinking of a series name for when Lamim and I would stream together, which was our Tuesday or Thursday streams, which, obviously, as I've said, it is no longer happening. And with that, I was trying to think of a name, and I thought Bread Bowl was a good idea, which I came up with that idea from, people saying, let's get this bread. And then, after a while, we don't want to keep saying, let's get this bread. So I said, let's get this Bread Bowl. And then after a while, I just dropped the first part and said Bread Bowl all the time for the memes when we were playing. And I thought that's what we should call the series. Obviously, it didn't happen. So that was going to be that stream series, potentially. I just had to have him agree to it, which he never was responding to me when I asked him. But I sat down and I'm like, let's just change the name of Spicy Weekend, because that really wasn't the best name. It was kind of just whatever was there. But yeah, so I sat down, thought about it a couple days ago, and then I woke up this morning. I'm like, you know what? Right before recording this, I'm like, we're going to call it Bread Bowl. So I went through, changed all the previous 6 episodes, names, and then, yeah, that's what we did. So that was how we got the name Bread Bowl. So now, to get into the main episode, I was going to cut, but I figure there's really no need to. We're going to talk about, in the main segment here today of Bread Bowl, we're going to talk about the Overwatch pops that I have. So, I have, how many do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13. 13 pops. I do want to get a Brigitte one when that comes out. So, we'll state that right now. But, I have all the ones here on my bed that are not on the shelf, and then we have ones over here on the shelf we'll talk about after. As you guys see behind me on the shelf is where I put things up there on top of the pops. But, yeah, we'll get into that in a second. So, all the pops that we have to look at here today. I'm going to move my iPad off the pops. Alright, so I'm going to explain, well, I'll show you guys each one, and then I'll explain to you why I bought it. Actually, let's start with this one. So, Reaper. Actually, I have 2 of these. The first one's up there on the shelf. Currently, it's knocked over because I had to get the bobblehead that I put on the shelf, and it kind of just got knocked over, and I didn't really feel like setting it back up. So, I explained way too many things. I should just say it's over there on the shelf, but instead I explained that. But you can see it laying down right there. So, I got the Reaper. The reason that I have one out of the box is that one came, and the box was absolutely destroyed. So I'm like, no, I need a nice box. So I contacted Amazon. They sent a second one. But that was just, so I got Reaper. Reaper's a good character to play. That was really the character I was playing in sometime in like 2017 a little bit. Don't really play Reaper that much now, but I was pretty good at Reaper back in the day, as the kids say. But yeah, back in the day I was pretty good at Reaper. So that's why I have that. Next, we have Sombra. Sombra was another character that I really, really liked before. Since a lot of the patches came in, I don't really like Sombra anymore. She's kind of just annoying to play. And annoying to play against. But I used to really, really like Sombra. She's one of my top favorite characters before. So, that's why I have Sombra. And, yeah, so it's cool to have. I got this one, like, I pre-ordered it, like, right when it was coming out. Back last year. Then we have Widowmaker. Widowmaker's a cool character. It's just not one that I'm really good at playing. But I do like Widowmaker. So I got the Widowmaker pop. So yeah, that's that one. Really nothing to that one, obviously. Next we have Symmetra. It was like Amazon weekend or something. Amazon purchase weekend sometime in summer 2017. So I bought this one. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just getting pops just because. So I got a Symmetra pop. That's really the only reason why. I did play Symmetra a little bit when she got changed, but nothing really happened. Symmetra's not really that good of a character. Lucio was one of the other ones. Again, so just the time when I was just buying pops. Lucio can work in the game. I never play Lucio. I know Lameme had his whole time he was playing Lucio a little bit. But, again, Lucio's a cool character, but I don't really care to have the pop anymore. So a lot of these ones here are just ones that I have because if I didn't have them, I wouldn't care. Next, we have May. I believe that this one was one of the ones actually I went to a store at the casino that's now closed. When I went there, they had like a whole wall of pops. And this one was one of them that was there. I think I bought 2 pops and then got a free one or something. I don't know. And this is just one of the ones I randomly bought because it said Overwatch on it and I bought it. Haha. Now this one here is a McCree one. I had a whole time when I was playing McCree a lot back at the beginning of 2018. My parents bought this one for me. I don't know. It might have been around my birthday, I think. I don't remember exactly. But they bought a McCree pop for me. And McCree is still cool. I like McCree. He just happened to be the most recent character that I took off the shelf, I believe. Or was Sombra. One of the two. But McCree is still really cool. I do like to play McCree. It's just there's other characters that are more important up here on the shelf. And now we're going to go look at what's on the shelf. So we're going to leave the 2 in the middle here. We're going to start with this one. So this one is Mercy, which, if people don't know, is one of my favorite characters to play. She's definitely top 3. I don't play her as much since she got changed, but Mercy's still one of my favorite characters. And actually, the first character I ever played in Overwatch was Mercy. And I really played Mercy until I started playing D.Va, and then everything happened when I started playing D.Va. But, yeah, so Mercy is one of my favorite characters still. So I got the pop right when it came out, along with the Somber one back last year. Alright, up next is one of the characters that I've been playing a lot more recently. Really since the Overwatch League. So really in the past year. I've been playing Zenyatta a lot. Zenyatta has probably been my second most played character in the past 5 months, probably. If I don't play D.Va, I typically play Zenyatta. Zenyatta's just really viable, really cool. If you know how to play him well, you can do really, really good. So I got the Zenyatta pop a couple months ago. I'm like, I play Zenyatta a lot, I don't have the pop, I'm going to buy it. So that is with Zenyatta. So up next, once I put this back, we have, I gotta move this and I gotta move my calendar. We have Tracer, who is the mascot, obviously, of Overwatch. I was playing Tracer a lot for a while. She's still one of my favorite characters to play. So that's why she didn't get removed from up there, just because I do like Tracer. I haven't played her as much in the past little bit, but Tracer still is really cool. And that's why I have this pop still on my shelf. Then we have the most recent Overwatch character to be released. I'm still waiting for the Brigitte pop. But the most recent character to be released is Ashe. And Ashe I did not like when she first came out, but I really like Ashe now. She's one of my favorite characters in the game at this point. She would be in my top 5 list. So that's why I got the Ashe pop a couple weeks ago. And it's really cool. It's sort of weird they put out the newest character right away. But here it is, the Ashe pop. So the only character that I don't have that I do want is Brigitte. She doesn't have a pop yet, but when she does, I will buy that. And probably that will be when the Tracer pop gets removed from the shelf. Now we get into the main thing. So first we have the keychain pops here. I got a D.Va keychain pop, which is pretty cool. I have 2 of them. One of them is on my keychain over here by my door. But I have this, the pop of D.Va. I don't know why I stopped. So, we also have this thing, which is not actually related to pops, but it's still a figure. So, we'll look at this one first. This is the first pop that I bought. I'm sure everybody knows D.Va is my favorite character, and that set off my entire liking of Korea as a country, and my desire to go to Korea and learn Korean and listen to K-pop and watch K-dramas. All that stuff started by playing D.Va one day. And yeah, so all that set off like that, and I kind of forget lots of times that's the reason why. But that's the reason why I like Korea, and I have these posters on the wall, and I am wearing this shirt. And I look around my room, and there's a lot of things that are here because it's one character. So, D.Va being my most favorite character, and actually my favorite video game character ever, of every video game, is D.Va. So I got this pop, and I bought it, like, before I bought any of the other ones, but I think I got Reaper before, then I got Widowmaker, Lucio, maybe even Tracer. I got a lot of them before this one came in because it was on Amazon, it was delayed and all that stuff. So I got this D.Va pop, and I'm so happy to have it. It's my favorite one. Honestly, it's the only one that I need, is D.Va. This is just the basic skin. I know there's other ones, and that's what we're going to look at. So that is the basic Diva one, which is really, really cool. And then we have the one that I got recently for Christmas from Lameme. If you guys checked out our vlog, you'll see this one in it. This is the one I believe you buy at the Blizzard store online, is what he said. This is the Diva carbon fiber skin pop. Because he said he was deciding between the blueberry one, which was at Walmart, and this one on the Blizzard store. And that's the one he got, was this one. So, it's really cool. I like having this one. I don't ever use a skin in the game, but it's really cool to just have a second pop of my favorite character. And different skins. I always thought the different skin pops were cool, and it's really nice to have this one. So shout out to Lameme for this pop. He said he got it, first of all, because it's Diva, and second, because we always meme the carbon fiber skins for being absolutely terrible, and that's kind of like the only good carbon fiber skin. So that's why he said he bought that. So that is really cool. Oh, this is just one of the cute but deadly, but it's the Teguki Diva. It's just the Summer Games skin from 2016. So that is that. We got a lot of pops, a lot of different things. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. A little bit longer than I thought it would be. But once we really started talking about a lot of the World Series stuff, that took a long time, or not the World Series, but the Winter Weekend stuff, that was like a lot longer than I expected it to be. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we'll be back tomorrow. Let me pull it up here. I believe it's about why I almost quit YouTube. Yes, it is almost ending YouTube. That is tomorrow's episode, so I hope you guys come check it out tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Bread Bowl, and we'll be back. So we'll see you guys in the next one.